Okay, so we're going to continue with the five golden rules of chess. The first rule is to control the center, not just in the beginning of the game, but the entire game. And as you see, when we move forward, you'll see as this develops what we mean. So the second rule is to develop your pieces as soon as possible. We don't want to move the same piece over and over. We want to move a piece where it's the best location possible the first time. Very important idea. So in this case, we move the pawn to, we have both knights out, both white and black. Here we have the pawn and the bishop, So we kind of mirror each other here, it just so happens. So the next move, now we'll talk about castling. That'll be our third, but to talk about before you castle, an option here would be to get the other bishop out. So to do that, here's an option. You move the pawn to what would be d3 here. It protects this pawn in the center, and it opens up this lane for the bishop. So let's do the same with black. And then we go out here to what is g5 with the bishop. Now this bishop is attacking this knight, which is attacking the center. So this is a good move for white because now not only black cannot move the knight unless there's a loss, because the knight is actually pinned against the queen. So if black would move the knight, the bishop would take the queen, and the queen is more valuable than the knight. So here you're developing the piece and you're attacking at the same time. Now, black has several options. I think that maybe black might want to chase the bishop or ignore the threat, but getting all the pieces out as soon as possible is important. Maybe by ignoring the threat, black also brings the bishop out and attacks the white knight. Again, we're just mirroring each other, but you can see now that the minor pieces, which are the knights and the bishops, both of them are out in the board in a spot that's very useful. This is rule number 2. Develop your pieces as soon as possible. And we want to move our pieces one time in a position that is useful. So here we continue. We have both knights out. White knights are out. One of the bishops is out. And both black knights are out. And one of the black bishops is out. So now it's white's move. This pawn movement now supports, protects this pawn in the center. It strengthens the center, which is rule number 1, getting control. So you want a strong center so you control it. And it also opens a lane up for the bishop. Black may choose to do the same. Again, strengthening, protecting the pawn, opening up the lane. So it's white's move now. Let's say white chooses to go here and attack the knight, which is attacking the center, and it also pins the knight against the queen, a more valuable piece. So if black chooses to move the knight anywhere, it may lose the queen, which is more valuable. So not only is white developing a piece as soon as possible, but also attacking and pinning the knight. Black has several options here. Black may chase the knight. Black may ignore the threat and move the bishop out and attack the white knight. Also developing the piece, threatening to take the knight and to pin the knight against the queen. As you can see, all the minor pieces, The two knights and the two bishops in this illustration are out in a very useful position, attacking, controlling, strengthening the center. So this is rule number 1, control the center. Rule number 2, develop your pieces as quickly as possible.